Your field stabilized. Intaro Atun.
Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. One heck of a weird, incredibly good TVP epic tagged game featuring JyJ and Best here on Fighting Spirit for you today. Top right, it is JyJ, ASL champion. Top left, it is Best, not an ASL champion, but man, he took Sulky to 7 games and ASL 19 in the final. That is an incredibly impressive feat. It's an ASL championship in my headcanon. You don't have to agree with me, but holy smokes. Best is so good. Snow also took Sulky to 7 games in ASL 19 in an earlier round. So let's see. Best and Snow. They could have won an ASL if not for Sulky being a current Bonjour, man. Bonjours take so many championships away from players. And it's the same in ball sports as well. Michael Jordan won 6 championships in the 90s. If not for him, then maybe other players like Charles Barkley would get a ring. Maybe Clyde Drexler. Maybe John Stockton. But nope, they retired without a ring because Michael Jordan was in the way at the peak of their powers. And he was just that good. He's a Bonjour in the NBA. Okay, so in this game, we've got ourselves a gateway opening here. We're going to check the gas timings to make sure nobody's skipping it and trying to be greedy, right? No Nexus first, here from Best. Respecting JyJ and his ASL championship. We've got a barracks coming up. You don't have to do gas against in a PVT here early if you're Terran. But it looks like JyJ is going to do it here at 12 supply. So we've got 12 supply each, we've got 12 SCVs, we've got 12 probes, and everything is A-OK and equal here. But again, I cast this as part of a live stream a couple of weeks ago, and it was such a great game, I needed to recast it for the channel. I know you guys don't like it when I rip a live stream cast and put it on the main channel, so this is for you, main channel subscribers. Hit that like button, man. Appreciate it. Because I do not like recasting games, but this one I will make an exception for. Cybernetics Core coming up. We got ourselves a supply depot. And JyJ saving up for a factory before expansion. Look, it's going to be a factory. There it is. Cybernetics Core. Are we going to see Singularity Charge before an expansion here from our guy Best? We have enough. We have enough for it. There we go. So a Dragoon, and then, yeah, Singularity Charge. Upgrading at the Cybernetics Core. The SCV scouted the 2 places where there's a short rush distance, and he will be rewarded. Protoss in the top left. Great stuff. We've got Marines. Steve the SCV here. Merch at falconpaladin.store with Steve's face on it. As well as Robert the Zealot. We will see Zealots, but not first. Not first here from Best today. Zealots are an acceptable first army unit in PvT, but Best says, alright, let's go ahead and see how much damage we can get with this Dragoon. 8 kills to kill an SCV here from this Dragoon. Machine shopping. And yeah, 3 Marines are enough to shove away a Dragoon. Yep. Steve says expansion. Okay, very good. This is not going to be like a 2-gate or a 3-gate pressure build. So I can expand myself. Excellent scouting from both of these players. Spider mining here from our guy, JyJ. Robotics Facility coming up. SCV, why are you so lazy? Get out there. Mine minerals. Mine minerals here if you want. Make a refinery. Anything but just staring at a supply depot. I know, these fans can be hypnotic, and they can put you into a weird trance, but snap out of it, dude. The Dominion needs you. Or whatever. Rainer's Raiders need you. Or whatever government we get after Manx gets overthrown in StarCraft 2. I don't think we ever got an answer to that. Some kind of a democracy, some kind of representative republic. Who knows? We're apparently going to get a StarCraft 3. It's just going to be a mobile game because Blizzard gave the license for StarCraft to a mobile game developer. So that's fun. Observatory coming in here from Best. Did he screw up the bad thing here? Oh my gosh, he screwed up the gas gathering. He needs to cancel this observatory. Dude, cancel it. Cancel. Best, this is screwing you up. That cannot be on purpose. Look, he's pulling. He keeps like pulling off gas and then like trying. Wait, is it fine now? Does it only do it when it's warping in? What the heck? Why is it fine just because the observatory is here now? That you saw that. 3 different probes went around the outside on their return gathering trip, which is horribly inefficient, but then as soon as the observatory finished, it was okay. Alright, I mean, Best knows what he's doing here, right? Right. Spider mining up potential third bases here are our friendly vultures. Yeah, what do you want indeed, guys? Well, what they want, what Best wants is to expand, sir. Throwing that out there. Goliath's coming in. He's worried about potential drops coming in on him. Some early Reaver stuff could really ruin his day. We got Siege mode on the way. We have an Academy coming in here, too. Observatory out, which means Observer is out. Citadel of Adun on the way. So Zealot legs, yes. Dragoons with range, yes. Observers, yes. Going to be just fine against most of what's going to come at him from the Terran player for the time being. Upgrades on the way from JyJ. He's got 1 factory now, but second factory is under production. Really throwing these SCVs out. 35 to 40 workers. Now we move out to get a third base, and guess what? We can do it, because we have an observer. Wait, do we have an observer? Oh my gosh. No! Ah! No! The spider mine killed the probe that was going to build a third base here because you didn't bring an obs with you. Best guy. I mean, I know you want to send that out for scouting, but come on. See, now that's a delay on the third base. That sucks. Here we go. Probe's flying in. Says, I see the previous guy tasked with this job got exploded by a spider mine because he didn't detect properly, huh? Do you care about our lives at all? We're just robots, I guess. Probably not. It's more about a delay in the third base timing than actually caring about the probe's individual well-being because, again, probes are robots. And there's really, I don't think there's much in the way of Protoss lore about them caring about robots. I mean, in StarCraft 2, the kind of the personality and the soul of Phoenix is tapped into a robot, a purifier, which is a kind of, well, I mean, a kind of a retcon concept where in the past, Protoss created an entire army of AI robots that are made in the form of Protoss, Zealots, and Dragoons and stuff. And then they decided it was kind of an abomination, and they kind of put it on a shelf for a while, and then it gets found during StarCraft 2. Anywho, we got an Arbiter Tribunal coming in. Cool stuff. Charon boost against those Arbiters. Going to be nice. Third base rolling in. From Best, we've got Siege Tanks galore. +1 attack finishing up for those dudes fairly soon. We've got Dragoons with no attack upgrades. Working on a +1 here, but a lot further away than the +1 is for the mech. Yeah, you hear the Siege sound, and all you have is 7 Dragoons? Nope. Oh, good snipe on the Obs there, too. Worth it. Worth the scan if you're going to kill an Obs. Do you still not have... There you go. Obs is down here, so secondary backup Obs is online now. Shouldn't have to run into any more spider mines, but this observer's kind of in hold position maybe, so might not help you as much as you want. Anyway, I love seeing Arbiters. I love seeing Arbiters in PvT. It makes me blissfully happy. Stasis is good. I just feel like Protoss does better when they have a few Arbiters throwing stasis on groups of tanks. Like, I know that Zealot bombing them is good, and Psystorming them is good, and Gateway Man is good, but also Arbiters are good. Arbiters are good. I know they're expensive. I know they're pretty easily countered by things like feedback, which knock all of their energy down to 0 and turn them into sort of they're cloaking machines, which is nice, but not that nice when the enemy has a lot of scans. And, you know, science vessels. Poking out, pushing out, 2 base in, JyJ, getting more factories here, getting upgrades. It's kind of a 2-base style push. I don't see another command center on the way here from JyJ. So he's intending to 2-base this thing and take Best down now. I keep seeing Doja here. It's like Doja Cat. Kind of a modern artist. I'm old, but I still know who Doja Cat is, barely. Zealots charging in, Dragoons on the outside. Zealots There we go. Kind of zealot bombing just by walking up to these tanks. One tank does go down to friendly fire. Tank splash there. Probably more during that engagement too. Tank count is 4. Arbiters coming out. 9 zealots at a time. Trying to clear out these spider mines as much as they can, but kind of locked out. Where are the obs for those guys? Jumping into the natural base. Best is in trouble. He's getting stasis, but it's not nearly done yet, which is the problem with these whole timings, is sometimes you have the arbiters, you don't have the upgrades that you want. The natural base of Best is in a lot of trouble. These probes are all in a lot of trouble. Good target firing on the probes here at the natural base. Arbiter comes out, says we have cloak, we have scan. It says JyJ, and just charging in, doing what he can with a round of 9 zealots he made. Not enough. Too many of the Goliaths and the vultures, especially here. Arbiter trying to provide a little additional DPS, but not much you can do that way. These guys are locked out because they can't get through the spider mines without dying. It would be nice, but not. No, we're going to spider mine up these dragoons. The spider mines can detect the invisible dragoons, even though they're cloaked. And the zealots are taking hits as well. One vulture behind the mineral line only has 1 kill, and all this chaos. So spider mine does connect on a few of those probes. Zealots come out of the main base to take down the remaining siege tanks. There are some vultures to protect them, but not necessarily enough. And I think Best has held on and saved his natural nexus. A couple more hits on that tank, and they do take it out. These guys are still sitting down here. There's nothing they can do. I guess they can shoot at stuff now because they came down to fight them, but they're getting spider-mined as well. Spider-mined, killing a vulture and a dragoon. Worth it for JyJ. This is some really nice vulture micro here. These dragoons get backed into a corner. Not happy about that. Not even close. Getting chased down and away. Not able to get into this base thanks to the pylon walls on both of the ramps. Here at the 9 o'clock base on Fighting Spirit, EMP is on the way. Science vessels coming in too. The chase continues down south. There's not much here for JyJ to hit. Nice spider mine connection. Some friendly fire there too, obviously, but holy smokes. And then a drop into the main base of Best. Why not? Why not also get a drop with vultures and a siege tank up here? Arbiter comes in to fight. Doesn't have enough energy to do anything other than fight, which is embarrassing. Provide cloak for these probes so they can fight from invisibility. Nah, it's not really working out. Scans are happening. Actually, probes are attacking. Oh, they get the tank before it can unsiege and get lifted up by the dropship and get out of there. 46 to 46 workers. There has been definitely some damage to the economy here from Best, but he retained his natural base, which was crucial to him not being dead here at 12 minutes. And he's holding on. That was a very, very concerted two-base attack. I've said that twice, I know. But it looks like JyJ is going to go for a third base down the right side now. Dead, dead. Everybody's dead. All right, so what do we got here? We got science vessels. We've got the EMP upgrade. We've got ComSat scanning to check for carriers. Nothing to see here. No sign of carriers here. Stargate is running, which is scary, but Stargate is just arbiters. More vultures inside the main base get picked off. Don't really kill much. Spider mines don't last very long either. And then, unloading more vultures into the 9 o'clock base. There's no cannons here. Oh, Best, your probe count is getting absolutely demolished. Okay, now, there we go. You've got 2 more workers than the Terran does. Best, good job, but my gosh, 1 cannon. Ooh, would have saved a lot there. I love the Arbiter coming around just to provide little bits of 10 damage on a slow attack speed to try to kill stuff every once in a while. That's fun. Ooh, a Dark Archons coming in. I mean, you probably saw this in the thumbnail because there are Dark Archons in this game. Dark Archons in a PvT. In my PvT. Yeah, see, the Arbiter can get stuff in the dead airspace out here. Oh my gosh, Spider Mine's again connecting a little bit. And then it can force, dropship dies thanks to the Arbiter. I love having Arbiters in this matchup. It is so cool. All right, spider mining all over the place. Third base coming in right side here from JyJ. They can do expand at the 12 o'clock here for a 4th base is Best. Oh my gosh, more Dragoons just kind of unescorted. Oh, spider mines kill 3 of them at the same time. Absolute brutality. Death, death to all who oppose the spider mine mafia. Spider-Mine, good unit, man. One of the greatest units in all of the game, to the point that it is said that vultures cost 75 minerals, not for the vultures. You pay that for the spider mines, and then the vulture comes free. That's how good spider mines are, dude. Splash damage, cloaked, so powerful. More scans, and he casts a whiff of these dark archons here. Brain wanted to say wisp there, but that's not the right word. Brain, I know there's a lot of words up there, but seriously. Still thinking about a 4th base. I mean, it's 3-basing Terran for kind of a hot minute here. You really want a 4th base if you're going to compete with this darn thing. Warping in pylons. Here comes a pretty strong 154 supply Terran army. These Dragoons are horribly outnumbered. Just run. I'm not even sure kiting makes any sense here, but okay. I guess we're going to try to kite. We're going to take a lot of hits. Reinforcing Zealots coming down that way. Dark Archon comes in. Runs away because Vultures do full damage versus shields, but invisible Dark Archons. When was the last time we saw a cloaked Dark Archon? We only see Arbiters in PvT, and we only see feedbacks. A Science Vessel doesn't kill it, but does feedback it. Knocking a lot of energy off of this guy here in particular. Coming in from the south and the left side. And we're confusing our angles. There's the stasis that we want. That's the clutch stasis. 7 tanks. Or 6, maybe 6 tanks getting stasis in there. Good enough. Charging in. Tanks taken out of it. Vulture trying to fight on their own. Abject chaos on display here without a doubt. Nicely done here. Is there enough to clear it out? Still, some tanks are reporting to duty here. They've got their +2/+1 attack and armor upgrades. A +1/+0 for the Protoss. While we're at it, Zealots charging in. It's kind of hard to see with the Science Vessels on top of everything that's going on here, but it looks like these tanks are going to die. These guys are going to come out of stasis any second now. Is there enough here from Best to wipe these dudes out when they come out of stasis? Best decides probably not. Not with the reinforcing guys coming in. There we go. Out of stasis. He re-stasises 3 of the tanks. Leaves 2 of them out to kill those guys. More dudes coming in to fight from Best. While we're at it, those tanks die. Base finally coming in 12 o'clock in full vision of the Terran, though. Look at these Arbiters. That's a 3 kill on that Arbiter. Dude, a 3 kill Arbiter is bonkers. Especially in a PvT. Yeah, what I was saying. Arbiters are only in PvT, and Dark Archons are usually only found in PvZ for Maelstrom, but nope. We're doing it for feedback on Science Vessels today. Crazy, crazy stuff. Science Vessel picked off. Look at this Arbiter army picking away at these. They just killed a tank. They just killed a tank. Out of stasis again. This time, they don't immediately die, but they do get immediately stasis. These 3 tanks have spent the past, like, 3 minutes in stasis. Ooh, that's really dangerous, walking through those spider mines. You don't trigger the spider mines, guys, but still. If anybody comes in here like a Zealot or a Dragoon. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We bring detection with us, guys. Hey, the Goliaths are here. Spider mines, yeah, just detonating on... they don't actually kill this probe. How? That probe was in the splash damage radius. I don't understand. These guys... just kind of enjoying a bit of a vacation. Like, I don't know. You know how in World War II, British tank commanders would have the ability to make a cup of tea inside their tanks? Amazing stuff. I wonder if these guys are having a cup of tea or a cup of joe inside their tanks. Hey, they came out of stasis. They're back. Hooray. This time they're not immediately getting re-stasis. EMPs looks like they're getting tossed off on some of these Arbiters. Science Vessels really doing a good job with that one. Keeping the energy low. Not enough energy for a stasis constantly on these Arbiters. So, 12 o'clock exists. Barely defended with 2 cannons, but it's better than this base was when it got ravaged earlier, so I'll accept it. Dark Archon has 2 kills. That means it's feedback to a couple Science Vessels. Wait. All right, we gotta rewind this sucker. Where are you getting kills, Dark Archon? Rewind. Yeah. Okay, so it's got 1 kill now. I'm going to see when it gets the 2nd kill, because I need that on video. Make sure I record that one. Stasis catching a couple Goliaths. Goliaths are the natural enemy of the Arbiter. It makes sense for them to do that. Dark Archon hiding. Not enough energy to do anything yet. Coming down, sneaking down. These guys are checking to see if there's any army emplacements for JyJ down that way. Oh, there it is. There's the feedback on the Science Vessel. 2 kills on the Dark Archon. Sick. Dude, taking out an entire science vessel with one feedback spell is such a great move. And EMP on to all the remaining Arbiters after the stasis have already come in, the new ones anyway. These ones are going to wear off in just a second. What a scrappy, scrappy battle and overall entire match this has been between these two players. Wow. 124 to 123 supply. It's a bigger worker count for Best, which he's going to need. The cost efficiency of these Terrans is always insane. He's got his +3 attack as well now. That's a big deal. Archon, get more energy for another kill. I need you to get, like, 3 or 4 kills before this game is over. New vultures into the natural base. Where are the protections for these probes? More probes getting absolutely murderized. Get back here, guys. They're going to kill the Nexus. Vultures with a +3 attack are going to finish off the Nexus of Best, and they get it. Worker count was ahead. Remember it was up like 20 for Best a second ago? Yeah, now it's down 5. Pushing out across the map with a tiny army of 5 Dragoons, a Dark Archon, and a single Arbiter. Sure, I guess. I mean, could we maybe? Yeah, I don't know. Checking for bases down here. There's nothing that way. I don't think you can get up this ramp with that army, and I think Best agrees with me. He's getting on out of there. Siege tanks. Firing on the 12 o'clock Nexus because this barracks is providing detection. It's flying into cannons, but the vision is so important. The Nexus is going to die. They get it so quickly. With that many +3 siege tanks, the Nexus is down. Best has lost 2 Nexuses in a row in about the space of 60 seconds. This is really bad. He needs to get something done. JyJ is trying to float a command center down for a 4th base, but also he's going to lose it. What? No, pull it back. He's kind of trying to pull it away now, but it's too late. These +1 Dragoons wipe out his attempt at a 4th command center. JyJ is not paying attention to it at all, and he pays the price immensely for that. Trying to avenge the guy this way. Dark Archon. He's got 3 kills. Did he get another one? He must have got another one. Okay, this is how I heard it die. What I didn't know was that the Dark Archon killed it. It is such a small thing. We have to take a look. We have to see him do it. No, he's already got the 3 kills here. Son of a biscuit. Wait, was it 3 he already had? It's okay. Falcon's brain is made of mush. No, that's the 2. Yeah, where does he get this thing? 2 kills, 2 kills. Command center dies. Chaos abounds. 130 to 130 supply. Equal worker count is not good for Best here. Terran Army's trying to come down to deal with it. He might be able to rebuild up here. He's got enough money to. He probably should give it a try like right now. And he does. And then the Dark Archon's getting surrounded in all of this chaos. He wanders up. There you go. Obliterates a science vessel. Sick. Sick plays. Dark Archon escapes with 22 hit points. That's it. His shields are gone. No, don't go in there. Oh, he feedbacked another one and then died. Let's go, Dark Archon. Let's represent. Amazing stuff there. Is JyJ trying to take the center? JyJ, are you taking the center on Fighting Spirit? I bet you are. Ugh. That's what these SCVs are here for. He's like, I can't get a 4th base down the right side. Let's take center. Look at this mining. Look at this mining. Crazy stuff. Big engagement. Watching out for an EMP. Science vessel gets sniped. Arbiter did not get EMP'd in the process. This guy and this guy, they both have more than 0 energy. Some of them more than others, obviously. JyJ comes back around for another round of long-distance mining from the center without an escort. What are you doing, JyJ? These guys are safe because they're at the north side of the map, but these guys are coming around the south side of the map and getting absolutely... Best needed that. He needed that. Also, he needs to kill this command center that's landing in the center. OMG, what? What is happening right now? He's protecting the center, JyJ, very ably. 144 to 137 supply, finally clearing out these spider mines. Best is after having them sit there for a while. JyJ says, all right, can't kill the center. The entire army's on top of it, but what if we drag the army away and then we send these guys in to kill the center and we threaten the 3 o'clock at the same time? I don't know if that's going to work, but he just goes right up the ramp like he owns the joint. Holy crap, he's up here inside the 3rd. There's a zealot in there as well, and and he stasises his own Dragoon to prevent reinforcements from getting into this third base. What a baller move. Dude, Best, you absolute madman, you mad lad. And I think he's going to probably stasis this ramp as well. And he does, so no reinforcements can get in here. SCVs can't escape either. Oh, what an incredible display. And he did take down this command center in the center too, because JyJ didn't leave enough to defend it when he was going over here to chase and protect his own third, which is dying anyway. Best is just outsmarting JyJ here, man. This is a perfect example of just because you have an ASL championship doesn't mean you're better than somebody that doesn't. This is Best showing what he's got. He takes down the third CC. All income for JyJ is toast. He needs to win with this attack. He's down 44 to 7 workers. He's charging in. He's getting huge C-Tank hits off, but the Zealots are on top of the tanks, causing problems. The unsieged tanks clearing out the Zealots fairly well. Scans making the Arbiters relatively useless here. They still have their basic attack. 1 kill on that Arbiter. Way to go, Idaho. But JyJ, he's running back. All he's got are tanks. Some Vultures are joining the party here. Production tab is empty for JyJ. He is broke. He needs to win this engagement and continue pushing on if he's going to win this thing. Stasis on a handful of mech units here. Charging in up the right side with Dragoons, with the Zealots. And is there enough by way of Terran to hold in this position? No! GG JyJ! GG's out, and Best is our winner in 24 minutes and 40 seconds. What an absolutely... Oh, man. Absolutely fantastic showing. Fantastic showing of how to play PvT in your own way. This was non-orthodox. This was Arbiters and Dark Archons getting feedbacks on science vessels. But I think what it came down to here was, 1, losing this command center for nothing. JyJ just kind of sloppily losing it. Taking the center was a bold move, but then he leaves it undefended to chase down over this way. Best wanders in with a couple units, kills that command center, and loses the third base because of the stasis on the ramp trick. It's like JyJ was just getting pulled apart in the last 3 or 4 minutes of this game, and that's what lost it for him. He killed the Nexus at the natural base. He killed the Nexus at the 4th base, but then he just lost too much on the other side of it. There's not a lot going on here from Best. He's at 100 supply. He's mining here. He's barely mining here, but that's infinitely more than the 0 that JyJ is mining on the map at the same time. So great. Dark Archon feedbacks, incredible stasises, insanely good PvT today. Cannot ask for more. 171,000, 162,000 points in favor of Best. He got outproduced, but he outkilled by a similar amount. Actually more than that. Structures raised 8 to 6, and the outspend here was about 9,000 resources in 24 minutes. That'll get the job done. So yeah, super fun. Like incredibly showing there. Excuse me, from our guy Best. That's why we love him. Will he get an ASL championship one day? I believe he will. So nice win. That's going to be it for me today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. One heck of an epic game. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, Blue Sky as well, all at /Falcon Paladin. On Instagram, I am falcon.paladin. I might get that fixed soon. I don't know. But yeah, until next time, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching StarCraft in 2025, and you take care of yourself.